I'm Rebecca Powers with Sterling-Lancaster Community Television. I'm here at Animal Shelter Inc. in Sterling with the shelter manager, Melissa Snitzer. Today she will be giving us some cold weather tips for animals. This is Daddy. He's a 5-month-old shepherd mix. He is also a little bit shy, but he gets used to you pretty quickly. He's one of our rescue dogs from Puerto Rico. He's very athletic, also pretty smart, so he would love to go to someone who will teach him things like agility or hiking. This is Rose. She is a 5-month-old lab shepherd mix. She's a little bit nervous when you first meet her, and she also likes to play with her mouth. So we are recommending that she not go to a home with children under 12. But she is a sweet dog, and she will be medium-sized, full-grown. This is Molly. She's a female 4-month-old lab mix. She's a very happy, outgoing dog, good with everyone that she meets, loves to play with toys, would be a great family dog. This is Hannah. She's a female 11-month-old lab spaniel mix. She's a little bit shy at first, but then she opens up pretty quickly. She loves to climb on your lap and sit there and also give kisses. And she will stay about the size that she is right now because she's almost full grown. This is Tito, and he is a 4-month-old male spaniel mix. He's a little bit shy at first, but a really sweet dog, and he will actually stay pretty small, I would say 20 pounds or under.
Melissa, what can people do if they see an animal out in the cold weather?
There are two types of animals that might be out in the cold weather this time of year. A stray animal, which we touched on a little bit last time. The other thing that you might see is an owned animal that is outside in the cold. So there are some instances where animals are not treated well and are left out in the cold for too long. So if you see an animal outside in the cold and say it's maybe it's a dog and it's chained to a doghouse and it's very, very cold out and there's lots of snow, first thing to do is just check to see if the dog has access to water that is not frozen. Also to see if it has any type of shelter that it can get in out of the wind or the snow. If it doesn't have either of those things, then the next step might be to either knock on the door and talk to the owners and just let them know that their dog could be getting frostbite, or maybe they could at least let the dog into the garage, or preferably into their house. If you don't want to confront the owner, another thing that you can do is call your local animal control officer and just let them know about the situation, and they can stop by and check on the animal and make sure that everything's okay. If you don't have an animal control officer in your town, you can also alternatively contact your police station at the non-emergency number and give them a heads up so they can check on the animal. If it's a situation where there are multiple animals and you think it might be a really bad situation, you can also contact the MSPCA. They have a law enforcement arm, and the Boston Animal Rescue League also has a law enforcement arm that help take care of situations that are a little more serious than just one animal, but multiple animals that are not being taken care of well. A couple of other things that you can do. The first thing is, if you are traveling with your animal, just like in hot weather, you don't want to leave your animal alone in the car in cold weather. Your car acts like a refrigerator. It gets colder in your car sometimes than it does outside, and an animal is just as susceptible to the cold weather in your car. Also, a lot of cats that are outside in the snow and the cold are looking for places to stay warm, and there are not very many places this time of year if they're stuck outside. One thing that they will do is, if you are, say, driving home from work and you pull into your driveway, shut your car off and go inside, the engine from your car is nice and warm, and a cat may climb up in there and rest against the engine to stay warm. So when you go outside the next day, before you start your car, you can just sort of tap on your hood to make sure that if there is a cat trying to stay warm in there, it gives them a chance to kind of get scared and jump out before you start your car again. Also, if you have dogs and you have a fence on your property that normally keeps your dogs contained, there is a lot of snow out there right now, and it is reaching the levels of the fences. So keep an eye on your dogs when they're out in the yard, because sometimes, in some cases, depending on how tall your fence is, they can just step right over there and be wandering around, and because of the snow, they might not know how to get back home either. So keep an eye on that.